Hello lovely people, welcome to my channel. My name is Mayra. If you're returning, I appreciate you so much. If you're new, please be sure to subscribe down below, like, comment, share, all that fun stuff. So we meet at my kitchen counter once again. Today I am going to bring you guys along. It's going to be a day in the life video. I'm going to bring you guys along my day as a childcare provider, and I also have a couple projects I want to work on. And last but not least, I do have a tour today, so I'm going to share with you what I do to prep for a potential new family. It is currently Did you hear my stomach growl? It is 7:54 and my girls are still asleep. Dalia, my youngest, has this new thing about not wanting to sleep in her room. So she's been sleeping in Alize's room, and they both sleep on the twin, like on opposite sides. Like the bed's like this. Dalia will sleep on the foot side and Alize would, sleep normally. But I just don't understand how they don't wake each other up because they're both crazy sleepers. So they're still asleep. I'm waiting for my first arrival. In the meantime, I am going to start prepping for breakfast. Like I mentioned, I do have a tour today, so I really have to be productive about my time. I want to just go over my handbook, skim through, make sure that everything is up to date on it. For some reason, my computer has saved every single copy of it. Like every time I've revised it, my computer has saved every single one of them. So I have to go through each of the copies and decide which one is the correct one. I am also working on a calm corner, so I am going to show you as well how I set it up and just the purpose of it. I will go a little more in depth. Rude. I will go a little more in depth on the calm corner once we get to it. But for now, I'm gonna get started on breakfast. Today we are going to have scrambled eggs, some toast, and some mixed fruit. I'm thinking bananas and blueberries, but we'll see. So my kids are awake, so it is madhouse already. And my first kid just arrived, but this is a finished product. We have some eggs, toast, blueberries, and bananas, and I'm giving them chocolate milk today. Also, does anyone know how to get Kool-Aid out of ground? I wanted to show you guys this little mug one of my daycare families gifted to me for the holidays. It says early bird, and it is very cute, but I am most certainly not an early bird. But of course, I super appreciate it. Also, I just want to take a second to thank you guys so much for just watching my videos, commenting, especially when I get a message from one of you. Completely makes my day. Also, be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. I am almost to 1,000 subscribers, and I am going to do a very special giveaway when that occurs. So make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out. So I'm here drinking some steamy green tea. The kids are finishing up breakfast, and I am going to start washing the dishes from breakfast, and then we're going to start our morning circle. I'm still waiting for one more drop off. It's kind of late already. It's 8:46. I know most providers have a cutoff for breakfast. Mine is 8:45. Of course, if my kids tell me that they're hungry throughout the day, we will have extra snacks. I'm not gonna let them go hungry. So I am going to get these dishes washed, and then we will move on to morning circle. Morning. Fast into the burrow, out of the rain. Honey Bunny and Mommy were safe again. Inside, it was cozy in the fire and kept them warm. Honey Bunny and Mommy were out of the storm. We are doing some worksheets. We are working on the letter I this week, and my older kids will get to do these, and my younger kids, well, my toddlers, will get to color. I got these worksheets from the website All Kids Network. I really recommend it. I will be sure to link it in the description. Please go check it out. It's a really good tool. It is going to be loud, but my kids have finished the worksheets. We worked on the letter, and we also worked on shapes, and now they are doing a little bit more free play just because I need to get some things printed out, and I'll show you in a little bit what those are for. But before we do that, I want to show you a little drawing that Alize made for her dad. My girls call their dad Papi Chulo. It's like an inside joke, but it's stuck. So that's what they always call him. And yesterday Omar was cutting the grass and Alize was out there with him. And she drew a picture of him. She said, I know how much daddy likes cutting the grass, so I'm gonna draw him. She drew a little lawnmower and she put Papi Chulo at the top. That is just the sweetest. Alize is growing up very quick and it makes me very sad because just yesterday she was my baby. Enough of the sentiment. I am going to print some stuff out and then I will explain what they are for. So let me explain all the mishmash of items here. I am trying to create a calm corner. Once again, it'll be loud. My kids are right in front of me reading books. I currently have 4 toddlers in my care. And we all know that the terrible twos are very real. My goal is to create a tool for my toddlers that they can use when they become upset. Tantrums and meltdowns, breakdowns are very common in this time of their development. So I want to create a little space for them to use when they are upset. We want to teach them that being upset is okay, but we also want to teach them how to handle their anger. So the kids are watching some Sid the Science Kid while I get lunch prepped. Today we're having some sopita, goldfish, carrots, and some orange slices. Now, my kids love the sopita. I personally don't, but I think that's because I had it as a kid very often, but they love it. And it's getting hot, so I gotta take advantage of the last couple cool days that we have here. So they're having sopita for lunch. And my kids are napping. They're in the next room, but I always have the little monitor on them. So I've already started prepping for my tour later on. What I usually do is I keep a hard copy of my parent handbook and all the licensing forms, and this is the folder I go off of. So what I do now, if the parents are interested and they want to continue with enrollment, then I will email them this exact packet, and they just have to print out the forms that need to be filled out and brought back to me, and then that's that. I also do have a copy of my handbook at the door, so if they ever have a question, they can always look back at it. One of my kids is waking up. Maybe I'm talking too loud. So now I'm going to go into our classroom and set up the little calm corner. Okay guys, here we have it, our little calm down corner. Also, how rude, the birds outside. I am going to be adding some more posters, but they're going to be a little more catered to each individual kid's needs or their likes. Also, these marks on the wall were here when we moved in. This is one of the rooms that we didn't paint, which I really regret because this paint is like matte. I don't know what possesses people to paint their walls matte, but anyways, I digress. So here is a little bin with just the little tangible items. Oh my gosh, that bird is driving me crazy. He's gonna wake up my kids. So here we have the little feelings poster. We have the little calm down figurines, and then this little turtle makes sound. That's relaxing, right? It's calming, right? For like a toddler that's having a meltdown. Hopefully it's a success. I think once I add more posters to the walls, you know, catering to each of the kids' likes, then it'll definitely look more appealing. I mean, it looks appealing now, right? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think I should add or maybe change. So kids are still sleeping. Hopefully this bird doesn't wake them up. I'm gonna go back to my office and finish some stuff. Let me turn the little turtle off. I closed the blinds just so you guys could see. Get the vibe with the lights. So anyways, I'm gonna go head back to my office. I'm going to finish some paperwork and then possibly have some lunch. It is after nap. Kids are awake. They are ready to go fully rested. Everybody went potty. I already did diaper changes. Are you ready to go outside and play? Yeah! Okay, let's go. Drizzle. Ready? Here comes the stars! Okay, I just have one more pickup left, but I wanted to show you guys our little St. Patrick's Day craft that we did this past week. And then you can see that right on here. I will just display the work the kids did for the day. I am officially off. For some reason, all my kids got picked up early today, which is amazing because that gives me more than enough time to really just clean up and make this place look real nice and clean. So what I was already doing is disinfecting some toys. Now we're talking about a younger kid. So I went ahead and disinfected, you know, kitty toys. Whenever you meet up with parents, why is it so dark in here? Whenever you're meeting up with parents, the kids will start getting fussy. It's inevitable. Sometimes the parents will give their kid the phone just to keep them busy, meanwhile, but most of the time kids are just running loose. So having toys for them to play with to keep them busy is really important. Also, I recommend snacks, age-appropriate snacks, of course. I will be putting out some applesauce today, water, of course. Just little things like that really make a difference. So I am going to go ahead and sweep up, mop the floors, vacuum real good, organize the toys, and just make sure I have all my paperwork ready to go. And I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. I have swept, mopped, dusted, arranged the toys. Everything should be okay now. So the question is, how do you safely give a tour in a time of a pandemic? Well, first of all, I, of course, ask the parents to wear masks. If any of the children or a child is of age, they should also be wearing a mask. My children will stay upstairs with their dad in the entirety of the tour. Also at the door, I ask the parents not to let the kids play with the toys that are in the playroom. And I know that's really hard because kids see toys and they go wild. So it can be a bit challenging sometimes, but I do have toys specifically for their age range. If they are old enough, I have coloring sheets, crayons, just activities for them to do while I speak to the parents. I also keep the tour of the daycare space very quick. The less they are in that space, the better, the less exposure there is. And then after that, I bring them right into my office. Now, the kids are usually not in my office. They have access to all the downstairs, but I don't usually give them access. And then once they leave, I will disinfect my office space. The way I will conduct my tours usually is I will start with the tour. As soon as they walk in, I show them the front entrance, the sign-in book, the parent board, just all the information on the board that they need to know. Then we walk right into the playroom. I show them around there. Next, we go into the classroom, just show them some activities that I do for the kids. And then the restroom is the last stop. And then, you know, it's just peekaboo in there. And then we come right into my office. And that is when I explain to them my parent handbook. Like I mentioned before, I have a hard copy and then I have a parent copy that they can read along with me while I explain all my policies. If the parents want to continue with enrollment, then I will email them the whole packet. And I have everything in here from my handbook, licensing. Licensing also requires us to give parents a packet of information for them, which is like the regional office number information, the insurance affidavit if you don't have insurance, liability insurance, medical treatment, consent forms, all of that jazz. I also like to give the parents one of these forms. That is just the immunization record. Sometimes they come in a weird format, so I give them those. I also give them the child care consumer awareness information, the California car seat law, the lead poisoning information. I have also typed up a little welcoming transition into home daycare little note for my parents. It's just some information on how I can help them help me have a smoother transition. And then just like a keep me home if I'm sick poster. Pretty standard stuff. Now, I used to have my own set of paperwork that I would give the parents to fill out, but I have condensed a lot of that because it is pretty repetitive once they have filled out the licensing forms. So I stopped doing that and I just give them an all about me page for the child, just so that I know a little bit more about them, their likes, dislikes, sleep schedules, all that fun stuff. So yes, that is pretty much it. A little piece of advice that I have for new providers. I know that sometimes parents come in tour and then they're indecisive about enrolling. They let you know that they have other tours coming up, and that is completely fine. But do not hold a spot for a parent unless they are paying you for you to hold that spot. I ask for a deposit in order to secure the spot, and I secure it for 3 days. Those 3 days should be more than enough time for them to decide if they want to enroll or not. Also, it is non-refundable. I added this policy because I noticed a lot of parents taking more than a week to make up their minds, and in that time I could be taking in other families, be giving other tours, so it gets pretty messy. So just keep that in mind. You never want to hold a spot for a parent that is not paying. Now I have a little bit of time to kill. I still have like half an hour, so I am going to give my girls some dinner real quick, and I will check in with you guys after the tour. I will let you know how it went. Wish me luck. Real quick before I go, if you do not have the chemistry with the parent, if the connection is not there, do not feel obligated to enroll them in your program. It happens. It really does happen that, you know, the parent likes what they see, they like what they hear, so they want to go ahead and enroll with you, but you feel that, you feel the vibes, you know what I mean? If you're feeling some type of way, I would really advise you to add a trial period to your policies. I have a 2-week trial period in which either the parent or I can terminate, no questions asked. And I think that just makes it really easy because you really don't know the person that is coming into your home, the child, the routine. It could be very challenging. It could be a piece of pie. So you really want to have that safety blanket just in case. Okay, now I will see you guys in a bit. And that is a wrap. It doesn't matter how many times I do it. That sounded weird. It doesn't matter how many times I give tours. I still get really nervous, but I think this was one of my best tours yet. Like, what? Can I just toot my own horn? Toot toot. Or is it, can I beat my own horn? Anyways, it went pretty well, guys. I feel confident. And the best part is that it is a part-time, so I won't be needing to rearrange anything. I would just fit the child in the prospective days. But anyways, I am going to close out today's vlog. It has been an extremely long day. It is 6:52, so I am going to go have some dinner because I'm so hungry and bathe my children. So I will see you guys in my next video. Please be sure to subscribe down below, like, comment, share, all that fun stuff. Please stay safe out there, and I will see you very soon.